What does it tell you that the PM is set to announce the date for the referendum in South Australia? Does that mean the yes side of the campaign sees South Australia as vital to that narrowing path to victory?
There's no doubt that there's calculation in everything the Yes campaign does. What the Prime Minister wants is a short, sharp campaign. He hopes that the massive tidal wave of money, a wall of moral intimidation, the combined forces of big business, big tech and big sport will carry people to this yes vote. Now, I've got a lot of faith in the Australian people, and I'm reasonably confident that they won't be bought. But on the other hand, there is no doubt that the Yes campaign has got a massive war chest. There's no doubt, as we've seen today, that officialdom generally is trying to weight the game in favour of the Yes side. And this really is a watershed moment for our country.
Well said. You and I were both at CPAC, the Conservative Political Action Conference, over the weekend, and you gave an address in which you spoke about the dangers of institutionalising grievance. It was such a good point that I didn't want viewers to miss out on it. Let's play a little now.
The last thing that we should be doing right now is entrenching victimhood and institutionalising grievance in our governance arrangements, and that's why there can only be one response to this referendum proposal, and it is an absolutely resounding no.
To my mind, it's a really good point, Tony, because there's a huge body of international evidence of when ideas like this have been tried elsewhere, as well as psychological evidence that says an attitude of victimhood and grievance is enormously disempowering, and that it reduces the outcomes that people are able to achieve in life. We know the outcomes for Indigenous Australians now are nowhere near they should be, but the politics of victimhood will only exacerbate the problem. That's accurate, isn't it?
Absolutely. And Amanda, just think, what do you reckon the first items on the Voice's agenda will be, should it get up? They'll be calling for the abolition of Australia Day. They'll be calling for the negotiation of treaties. They'll be calling for the payment of compensation / reparations, all because at the heart of the whole concept, at the heart of this whole enterprise, is this view that Aboriginal people were fundamentally ripped off in 1788, and it's now way past time for the rest of us to start making amends and to start paying them back. Now, I accept that not everything was perfect in the settlement era, but at least for the last 80 or 90 years, there's been nothing but goodwill on the part of official Australia for Indigenous Australians. There's been massive efforts made to help, and I think that we can go forward together as one equal, united people, and this Voice will be a permanent hurdle to that, which should be the great task of Australia, to be the best country on earth, because we are the least racist and the most colourblind country on earth, and let's not do anything that jeopardises that.
I've got enormous confidence in the wisdom of Australians, as it sounds like you do. Tony Abbott, thank you very much for your time today. I appreciate it very much.
Thanks, Amanda.